after my dad died, I went out using and drinking for about 3.5 months. And I had nowhere to go. I can remember I spent a couple nights in an old boathouse, and there was no insulation in there, and it was freezing. And the only thing in there was some carpet underlay, and I just wrapped myself up like a burrito. And I sat there and shivered for a couple nights. And I remember saying to myself, like, how did my life get to this? You know, how did my life get to this? I had a great childhood, actually. No alcoholism or addiction in the family. Had lots of fun when I was a kid, and I was very interested in art and drawing and this and that. And I always wanted to play music, so I started drumming, and that's when things changed for me. Which I guess it was about grade 8. I came out of a shell quite a bit from music, for sure. I can remember drinking Mickey of white rum, and I didn't save any for the next day. It was all drunk within 20 minutes, you know. So I never drank like a normal person, not right from the very start. I worked at jobs where I could smoke pot when I was working, and I worked for a graphics company, and they thought it made me more creative. So we were smoking at morning, noon, and night. And then I ended up leaving and going on the road with a band. And that was fun for a while, and eventually I started having to get my drug of choice before I played, and it wasn't long before everything fell apart. And it got to the point where I was sleeping in the parking lot in my car. About that time, my father was diagnosed with cancer, and I was unprepared for grief or anything. I didn't know how to even deal with it, so I was picking up drugs that I never tried. I just wanted complete oblivion. I didn't want to feel. So yeah, my father passed away. I got a chance to thank him for being my father, but at the time he passed away, I was in my second treatment center, and I just couldn't get it. You know, I still had this reservation that I could drink because drinking was legal. I'd spent a lot of time just completely consumed with getting loaded. I'd wake up trying to figure out a way to get loaded. I'd get loaded, I'd go to bed, and I'd dream about it. I'd get up and do the same thing. It was like I was stuck in a loop. It was like an entity had a hold of me. It's basically, I wasn't myself, you know. I'd talk to my mom once in a while. I'd phone her, and she offered me to go to treatment at Edgewood. And I said, well, let's book it in. I didn't know what was going to happen there. I just knew whatever was going to happen, you know, was going to be better than the way I was living. And I also knew that Edgewood was a good place to go, like one of the best places to go. So I was ready to do whatever it took. I learned that I didn't listen, and I needed to listen. If I don't listen, I'm not going to change. The only way I have a chance of doing something different is by listening to someone who's done it different and being willing to maybe try that, you know. And the one thing that really hit me, I will say, in Edgewood, that I would say is the turning point for me, it wasn't fun, but it was the family conferences. Because I used to just, you know, walk away and talk about anything, you know. I'd be angry or whatever, or shout it down. I wouldn't hear it, but I heard it. And I heard at that point, because my attitude was, it's my life, I'm not hurting anybody, I can do what I want. And I realized how much I was hurting those closest to me. My mom passed away 3 years ago. I was able to be there. And, you know, I could make amends to my dad, you know, because he passed away. But, you know, making sure Mom was okay in her final years, I mean, that's how I can make amends to my dad, right? I don't know why I got so lucky to actually say I'm done and mean it and be willing to back it up. It's the best thing I ever did. When my addiction was bad, I stopped playing music for a while, and now I'm playing. It's fantastic. I've got some great guys in the band, and I'm making more money than I ever did. Not that was what it's about, but it's nice. And now I'm at that age now. I'm enjoying my life. Like every chance I get, I take off and get out into the wilderness, get connected with what is real. It's about peace of mind, you know. I love it. You know, I changed my life to a point where it's I've got a life worth living today, and I don't want to lose it. It's the most precious thing I have. That's my recovery. Okay.
Finish it on there. Good.
Is that cool?